Hi everybody, Quynhforthewin here. I wanted to have a conversation about what does being grown mean. Sometimes I hear these comments of like, you're a grown person, you're a grown woman, you're a grown man, you're a grown this, you're a grown that, you shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing that. And what does that even really mean, like being grown? We often look at people's age to say, oh, well, you're grown, so therefore you should be doing this or be at this place, have this certain type of status, or behave a certain way at this time. And there's a thing, that's the thing, like, would you say a lot of people, a lot of us are in an adult body that has aged to a certain point. However, where we're at emotionally, where we're at mentally, where we're at spiritually, physically, and financially could be at their infant stage. So I want to bring this up just to see what comes through for you, because before the next time when you see yourself saying, well, you're grown, you should be doing this already, or when you hear other people saying that to you, right? Like, do we really know people on that level to be expecting them to be grown when really they're truly functioning at the level, like the growth wise? It's like, how many years have they been putting in their growth emotionally? How many years have they been put in with their growth mentally to be disciplined, to be able to process thoughts, to be a solution type of person? Let me go back to the emotional part. When emotions happen, how are they growing that emotional side of them, where they're able to take the pain emotionally, run it through a certain process, and grow from that, right? There's thinking people are grown and then actually knowing that they have been growing into these 5 areas that's so important that makes up the self. So are people really grown, or are they really 6 years old, or maybe they haven't put in any growth time in the emotional, mental, and spiritual? So why are we expecting them to be this grown person when really maybe they're at the teenager age? Maybe they've only been putting in like a certain amount of years. And that's the thing too, when we start putting in the growth in some of these areas, it can actually put us in a growth spurt. So I'm just thinking about how I started my self-love journey to grow myself emotionally, mostly emotionally, spiritually, and emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, mostly, when I started off on my journey. And it's been since 2016. So, right? So I've only put in a couple of years, yet I have felt such a growth spurt compared to how I was functioning years before. So that's the interesting thing about growth, that it doesn't have an age, because you can grow exponentially. However, when you don't choose to grow in those areas, it ages you. No, it lessens your growth. It puts you all the way back to maybe at a toddler age or at an infant stage, where you are trying this on for the first time and you need training wheels, meaning support to help you grow emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. So leave me your thoughts down below. Are people really grown, or are they really, you're talking to an infant? The where their growth is inside is at the level of an infant. So maybe if we talk to them in more of that way, because we would never want to yell at a child and put all these expectations on a child, right? So why are we putting these same kind of expectations and like saying mean things and becoming an unsafe person around people who truly actually has never put in the time to heal and process their emotions? So perhaps they need the most love. And if we don't have the space for that, then we're not going to be able to be that safe person for that someone, to really encourage them on their journey. So that's what's coming up right now. Let me leave down your thoughts. And those are my thoughts with that. I will talk to you later. Once again, my name is Quinn. I go by Quynhforthewin, here to support you on your self-love journey always, so that you can experience becoming your own inner best friend. All right. Bye.